This video behind me has more than 1,000 shares on Facebook. It shows a Rockford police officer pulling his gun during a traffic stop. A stop that didn't result in any arrests, charges, not even a ticket. The person who took the video says that show of force was excessive. For the last 6 months, 13 Investigates has tried to get answers about why the officer pulled his gun. What we found is the city and police don't want us to know. You're watching cell phone video captured on April 9th in Rockford. The passenger in the car is recording.
Open your door
with his cell phone. Not sure why his friend was pulled over.
Pull harder, sir.
And even more confused why the officer drew his gun.
Hey, what you doing? So that's why. All right. What you doing?
I was just wondering what's he doing? Why is he doing all this?
This is Eric Rivera, the passenger who recorded the encounter with police on his cell phone. He did not want you recording.
No. They all didn't want us to, because when the other officer came, that's when he smacked the camera out of my hand too.
Come on, put your phone down, brother.
Why?
I told you to put your phone down.
Why? I can
put it down.
record.
I mean, knock it down. Put it down. Step out.
What did he say the reason was for pulling you over?
When he said that the reason was because my brother-in-law had pointed at him like this.
But we don't know the reason for the stop because the police department will not tell us. 13 Investigates sent a Freedom of Information Act request for that police report, which is public information. Even though no one was charged or arrested months after this stop, our request was denied, citing a pending investigation. We took our concerns to the top, Rockford's police chief. Here we are 2 months past the point almost of a traffic stop where nobody was arrested and no charges have been filed. Why can I not access that police report?
I don't have a specific answer for you on your FOIA. I don't deny the FOIAs. I can tell you that we're looking at a video that's out there from a traffic stop, and the reports are being reviewed and we're looking into things.
Chief Dan O'Shea says he can't comment specifically on this video because it is an ongoing investigation.
So once internally is reviewed, then we would be able to talk about it.
How long does an internal review typically take?
No set time frame. We don't have an exact, it has to be done in this amount of days.
More than 6 months have passed since that traffic stop here on Harrison and Kishwaukee. Still, no one inside that car is charged with a crime in connection to that traffic stop. So we got the Illinois Attorney General's office involved, and it sided with us. It told the city to release the police report. Weeks went by. We never got that report. When we finally got a hold of the city, it told us it was because there was an arrest made in the case. A man by the name of Preston Scott. The problem is, Preston Scott had nothing to do with this traffic stop. He wasn't even in the car. Scott is accused in a murder that happened April 2nd, 1 week before the traffic stop. He was arrested in July. A bill of indictment and criminal complaint make no mention of April 9th, the traffic stop, or anyone who was in the car that day. On top of that, Scott was not formally indicted until August 26th, more than 2 weeks after the Attorney General told the city to give us the documents. But we continued to fight for the information, and that's when the city attorneys got a judge to seal the records. We asked the city and the mayor to comment about why this information is not being made public. They refused to go on camera, only saying in an email, the state's attorney will not disclose materials when she believes that doing so could jeopardize a criminal case. We also must comply with court orders issued by a judge prohibiting materials from being released to the public. Rivera, like us, still has so many questions. He hopes by sharing his story, he might finally get some answers.
Why? What was the whole reason?
That's why. All right. What you doing?
A question some of you may have about this story is the gesture one of the passengers made toward the officer. Rivera said it looked like this. Is that grounds to pull someone over? And did that rise to a level for the officer to draw his gun? I spoke with a former NIU professor whose research specializes on aspects of police decision making. Here's what he had to say about the stop.
I find it difficult to believe that a police officer would find that
symbol as a threat that they're likely to be the target of a weapon, or certainly of a shooting. Perhaps having your hand on your holstered weapon would be appropriate, but having the gun unholstered and in a position to fire directed at the vehicle or its occupants, based on what I can see in the video, seems some disproportionate.
There he's saying somewhat disproportionate. Again, we tried asking the police these questions, but they would not comment, citing that pending investigation. If you have a story you would like us to investigate, you can call our 13 Investigates tip line. That number on your screen, 815-335-7890.